Olha o time do Crastiel, porém a KaBuM reage!
So far, it feels very good. We had, of course, our up and downs since I've joined the Korean situation, a bit of a rush in terms of lineup. I made the decision because I know that in this organization, I have a lot of power to make decision. Like, there's not much interference from up in terms of like hierarchy, from upper management. And as a coach, it gives you a lot of freedom to really do what you want, have a higher chance to connect with your players and make the decisions that you want. And I think for me, I realized after a while that it was something that maybe at some point I lacked in the last 2 or 3 years, and it feels very good to be back.
Veio o professor pro engage, trava a galera da Loud. Tem sido uma jogada muito forte, mas agora o professor é quem fica travado. Tsunami pega e ele é eliminado.
Starting the split without Ryan and Weiser was obviously not the situation we wanted, obviously. I think it had a lot of bright side because it really forced us to leave our comfort zone. And it really forced us to do what I've been preaching since the beginning. Our careers are not here yet, which means it gives us 3 weeks, 1 month window to really push ourselves, elevate our game to their level instead of forcing them to come down to our level, in a sense. This situation probably made us all stronger in terms of mentally and really got the team united.
A KaBuM é campeã do primeiro split do CBLOL 2018!
It's not about like trying to reinvent myself in here. It's really what I did in the last 4 months. I sat back, thought a lot about what made me successful in 2018 with the team we had in here. I read a lot. Like I said, I looked up to resources pretty much all around the middle of esports. And hopefully this type of knowledge, this type of maturity that I gained facing adversity is something that will really help me go back to the top with this team.
Tem o Efrot que vai chegar atrás pra atordoar o Vini, travar ele, garantir a eliminação de sem ver quem pega. Mais um abate pro time da KaBuM.
Coaches coming from the outside, I think it is great progress because I will just look the evolution of most region. Like you look to Korea and China. Korea was dominating. What did China do? They got a lot of talents from there, and then you could see the concepts that were allowing Korea to reign supreme really started becoming the norm in China. And then China was known for their extremely mechanical League of Legends, followed up by extremely high mechanical League of Legends and higher concept towards knowledge. China just started winning worlds. For me, I believe Brazil is going through a pretty nice wave of change in terms of knowledge because I can see what some of the teams are doing. And this can only help the region really elevate their play because the level of scrim will be higher, the level of side solo queue should be a little bit higher because in the end, knowledge brings a higher standard in terms of all the solo queue, and import coaches and academy for me is something that should help at least in the next year, 2, 3 years for Brazil to start elevating their game.
KaBuM põe fim aos sonhos da Vora que se garante a vitória.